Hey guys, okay, so I think we're ready to go live, which is excellent. I've probably been staring at my computer for the last couple of seconds, looking like a complete dope. So that's always the fun thing we get to do on the show, learn through our mistakes. Apologies for being a little bit late today. As always, I had an issue with Zoom. I think I finally figured it out. I think I've understood how to do this. But for the people that are here for the first time, hey guys, I'm Adil Amarsi from adilamarsi.com and thinklikeacopywriter.com. Now, I have been a veteran copywriter for the majority of my life. I have actually started out when I was 12. I went pro at 18, now 30. Long time, $700 million in sales, and a little bit of fun stuff in between. Host of a very popular show called Adil Marcy Unplugged. But today we're here to talk about a lot of stuff when it comes to psychology, specifically the psychology of opt-in pages and how to use stuff like movies and social media and pop culture in a way to actually get a lot more engagement with your email and engagement sequence online in any way that shape and form that you use, including how to leverage the same secrets in your writing and the challenge details, which I know very few people asked me about, which is awesome because I said I'd do the video and I forgot to. It was a crazy weekend. But anyway, here's the thing. The video is here. We're doing this. I'm going to be breaking this all down for you today. So let's get started. This is fun stuff that I really enjoy doing. So today's episode, we're really going to be looking at opt-in pages, specifically what psychology goes into using them, because there is a opt-in page design I developed in 2014-15 that had a slight difference to it. So I started using testimonials on opt-in pages to see how they would actually convert out. And the crazy thing was they were converting really, really well. Like we were actually getting an insane number of opt-ins. Like our percentage was literally off the charts. It was incredible. And I don't know what I'm doing because I'm like half tempted to like look at what the comments are, but of course I can't because I'm doing this live. It'll just go loud. Unless I mute my video. Who knows, that could be a thing. Let's see if I do this quick enough, I can hopefully not hear myself doing this. Otherwise, we're in for a shocker of a thing. Hey Phil, hey Blast, hey Bogdan, great to see you guys. Sorry, like as I said, just absolutely got a chance to see this. All right, so back into it. So the psychology behind these is quite simple. When you put a testimonial on an opt-in page, like a sales page, it builds trust. But the crazy thing is with the opt-in page testimonial, it doesn't need to be about the testimonial. It has to be a character testimonial, or it could be about the thing that you're giving away for free. But it's a character testimonial. So a character testimonial would be something like. Adil Amarsi is a copywriting stud by Ryan Levesque. And Ryan has actually said that I have that testimonial. Or even as far as saying something along the lines of, I've worked with a lot of copywriters in my time, Adil really gets it. That's an apt statement. If it's something like, I'm in the health market, how do I get someone to say something nice about me in health? Well, it could be that I advise someone on how to do a move in jiu-jitsu. And I ask them like, hey, it's a jiu-jitsu product. Could you give me a testimonial? Like Cat, so like I've worked with Adil, he's a great teacher, he knows what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a teacher, FYI. I'm just saying as an example, that could be a thing of what you do. So we'll call him Sam. Sam's a great teacher. There we go. Happy fun times. So the psychology behind that little testimonial is quite powerful, and you need to have that in place. It essentially, as it's a great way of bonding people to you, which is what you want and need. But the psychology around it is quite simple because there's a lot of people that say, what do I need to say? How do I say it? What do I need to do? So the basic layout that I run through is you have a headline, which is benefit driven. So discover the 3 little things that you can do to increase conversions in the next 10 days. That could be a headline. Or hit something like with a think like copywriter.com is like sign up, but like the headline is something really simple. It's directive because that's what this is. It's a challenge that we're going to be doing. Discover how it's going to be something like enter your name and email address to receive the details of the copywriting challenge starting May 4th, 2020 or something like that. And I am deliberately doing that. I was dithering between the May 1st and May 4th. I think May 4th would be better mainly because May the 4th be with you, because clearly excellent email title. I love those. Anyway, what I'm saying, so you have the headline, you have the benefit-driven headline, and then you have your sub-headline. Your sub-headline is more of a call to action in an opt-in page, believe it or not. So you'd have something along the lines of, discover how to increase conversions, fixing three simple mistakes in your sales life in the next 10 days, or next 10 minutes if you want to. Sub-headline will be enter your name and email address, or enter your email address, or whatever it is, the details that you want. To receive this incredible report, video, guide. If it's a report or a video or whatever it is, it actually gets really cool to put a timing, like a page number on it as well. So like enter your email address to receive this 15-minute and 23-second video that will change the way you do X, Y, or Z. Or enter your email address to receive this 15-page report that will completely shatter your previous notions about blank. Do you see how like they're so crazily fun? Like you have so many of them that you can play with. And then like, so that's 1 and 2. So they're basically like full width. Then you've got the section underneath. And for my coding friends, you'd understand. For my non-coding friends, try and visualize it. So you've got like straight line, and then you have like a split text. So you have an image on one, you have a block of text on one side, and you have the opt-in on the other. So the opt-in's actually the side closest to the browser. I think that's the right-hand side of most people's computers. On the left-hand side, you have, I remember when opt-in boxes were all on the left. It was like, it's really weird. Sorry, I just remembered that was a thing for a long time. We're like, opt-in boxes should be on the left. Or maybe that was always on the right. Who knows? Maybe it was on the left. Crazy times. Anyway, it's been a long time in this industry. Anywy, note to self to check that out. But as far as it goes, on the left-hand box, you have in this video report, whatever it is, you'll uncover, you'll discover, I'll reveal, I'll share, you'll see, I'll show you my whatever it is. And then you basically have your bullet points. You have 3 or 5 bullet points. And you go 2 and 4. Hey, Natalie, it's great to see you. You have 4 bullet points. And then you have a 5th one that says, and so much more. So that's basically how you do it. And then, of course, you've got your opt-in box, and then you have your testimonial underneath, and you are solid and golden and amazing and ready to go. That's how you basically do the psychology around opt-in boxes and like landing pages. They're actually brilliant for this kind of thing. So that hopefully should help you specifically with how to create psychology around the landing page and how you actually have the copy now to go ahead and do this. So no excuses. Your bullet points, however, they do have to follow a formula. I would suggest look up Gary Bencivenga. His name is incredibly hard to spell. So if you type in Gary Bencivenga, oh my God, I spelled it correctly. I think so. Bencivenga, hold on. Bencivenga. Yeah. How I spelled it. I'm impressed. Sorry, I just realized. So that right there is a good dude to look at for his bullet point stuff, because his bullets were fucking legendary, and he's a great dude to actually follow. Arguably one of the best copywriters of all time. Definitely one of the top dudes alive today. Hey, Kabir, good to see you, man. Same with you, Deepak. Just anything you'd like chime in. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is why movies give you the best engagement sequences ever. Now, these are actually not just to do with your engagement sequence with emails and subject lines. This is actually entirely to do with everything that you do in terms of Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever it is. So if you look at actual, if you look at movies, specifically like ones that are successful with multi-trilogies, like the Harry Potter series is a great one to look at. TV shows such as Game of Thrones, or Ozark, or anything that has like a mass following and appeal, basically look at exactly how they structure their things. Another great place for this kind of thing to look at is very unconventional. I know Bogdan would appreciate the shit out of this, as will my junior writer Mark. Anime. I'm not kidding. Go watch anime. Anime is one of the coolest places that you'll find most of the incredible and weirdest and funny and well-written storylines ever. They have like so many good storylines. Same with like soap operas. They have those too as well. But like with movies and stuff like that, they essentially shape our culture. They shape us with what we look for. And they follow a 7 basic story outline, which I've spoken about previously. But if you look on my bookshelf to the book that I'm actually pointing on, the big white one right there, that one, whichever way my arm's going, that one, that's called 7 Basic Plots. Yeah, 7 Basic Plots by Christopher Booker. Great book, recommend it. It's about understanding the 7 different plots that we live by. By having this completely down pat, you're actually able to understand how movies work and everything else in between. Now, when you're watching movies and looking at these things, even without reading the book, and you're just like genuinely having a look and enjoying what's there, look at how the emotions are making you feel. If the emotions make you feel a certain way, write down why and try and figure out how you can make someone else feel those same emotions and sequences from what you're doing. Now, the next point I'm saying is how you can leverage those same things in your writing. Well, quite simply, use that book and the idea of how they build story structures over time to create that. There's always a dramatic piece, and there's a cliffhanger, and then there's like thing to catch you on the next episode. Like if you ever watch anything with like Pokemon or anything else from like back in the day, or if you watch anything like Even the animated X-Men series of the 90s does this. But there's so many different places. I'm using all like, I think My Little Pony did it as well for a while. It's to do with, how do I put this? You have X-Men was like previously on X-Men. Iconic. That right there is a great way of actually opening emails, like previously on my last email. Ta-da! Great way of doing it. Another way to actually leverage off and finish off is the PS. And that's usually what, like, every show does this. Marvel Cinematic movies do this, where what they do, Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and I could not say that correctly, they do this where they have the end credit scene. So you have the end credit scene, and then like you have the movie, then you have the end credits, and then the second end credits. That's basically your PS and your PPS to make sure you come back and watch the next movie because they're teasing you the next thing. You do the exact same thing with your PSs and PPSs by summating the entire movie and then giving them a little bit of a taste of what comes next if you want to. You don't have to, and to be fair, that's something you can experiment with. But there's so many different ways of doing this. So like how you apply those secrets to yourself, quite simply, is start taking lines from that movie that are famous and start putting them as email subject lines. Find things that represent what you want, make them into a meme, and then write about them and why they're meme worthy and hilarious and brilliant. And there are so many different ways to do this. So I suggest you start looking out for them because they're absolutely brilliant. So that's that point and how you can actually use them. And finally, what I was going to say is like what the details of the Think Like a Copywriter challenge are. So the Think Like a Copywriter challenge, I've actually not finished the sales page yet. It's not online yet, so I need to do that. I'm going to do the breakdown on Monday. But here's the price range of how I'm going to be doing this. So you can visually follow me, cool. If not, I'll tell you about it on Friday. So essentially, the challenge is it's a 2-week challenge. It's a 14-day challenge. It's $97 because most of the people are global. So it's $97. It starts on May 4th. I'm going to be doing the first email lot on May 1st, but you get the first training on May 4th. It's going to be pre-recorded and live. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to pre-record it, put the actual thing online. So I'm going to actually do the training online with you guys. That's going to be the pre-record, or at least, actually, how am I going to do this? Yeah, and I'm going to do the pre-recorded there, and I'm going to do the Q&A live. So I'm going to do the pre-recorded on Monday, Wednesday, Friday after this show. We'll set some time together, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes on Saturdays, I'll hop into the group that we're in and just do a live Q&A with you guys. We'll answer all your questions. But essentially what we're going to be doing is over the 14-day period, I'm going to be teaching you how to write your welcome sequence for your email sequence. I know it's ironic that I have that. I'm teaching that, but I haven't put mine in place. I know I was trying to get you guys on an opt-in because it's the whole thing, which reminds me I actually need to mail out the list and tell them about this. Cool. Anyway, what I'm getting at is quite simple. So you have this go on, but Think Like a Copywriter is very much the challenge that I'm going to be like talking you through the psychology of how I do things. So you're going to get a 20-minute video, and you guys know I love to talk fast. So in 20 minutes, I'm basically going to be running through how a welcome email sequence works, how and why you need to actually have things in there, what elements need to break down, the best template I've ever found, and props to this guy. His name's, I'm going to give him the details, DH. I'm asking him if it's cool because I've modified the work a lot. So his initial, actually I can totally use it. His initial idea is absolutely incredible. Darren Hanser, by the way, is the guy. Darren, if you're watching this, mate, hit me up because I think you are fucking legendary. Someone showed me your welcome email, and I think it's brilliant. But I've modified that so much with like certain things I figured out in like human psychology that's actually incredible. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I've modified it so much. So it's like you can see an inspiration, but it's slightly modified. It's modified enough that it's like different. I'm waffling. Anyway, so you have this template that we're basically all laying out, and then what we do afterwards is I'm going to be breaking down the psychology behind it, what works, what things. I'm going to give you a templated version of my own welcome email, and then you guys are going to be able to get like a fill in the blank kind of thing, so you guys can fill in those spots for your own stuff. Then we've got day 2, 3, 4, and everyone else. They're basically you're going to be going through a lot of different things. Sorry, I'm just getting a phone call right now. You're going to be going through different elements of email writing. So specifically, you're going to be going through how to do your welcome email, your second email, your third email, what different areas they need to hit, the different kinds of email, because there are 7 types of different emails that you can write. Those are all there and ready to go. Then next thing you have as well, after that, you have my goodness, what do you have? You have Yeah, so you have all the emails, you have all the Q&As. I've just absolutely completely forgotten what I was going to talk about. Yeah. So you have all the emails, all the Q&As over the 14-day period. And of course, you have the Facebook group where you can ask me stuff. That's all that. And that's $97 that we're doing that. Then there's like an offer bump we're basically doing where I'm going to be, as a sign of value, tell me like, would this be a value? Just type in value. So then I'll know it's that. As a bump, what I'm planning on doing is actually teaching you guys how I write. It's a very short training. It's like a $17 bump, I think. It's $17 bump that basically allows you to understand how I write like 500 to 1,000 words quickly in any subject, as long as like, I like my research method and like how I go and when I go and what I do and how I get there. So it's not a long training. It's literally about a 20 or 30 minute, I think it's a 35-minute video that I did explaining my processes. So if that's a value to you guys, please put that in, because that's just like a $17 bump we're doing on it. And then of course there's something that we're doing with reviving dead lists, and that's pre-recorded. That's not live. So it's a pre-recorded training that like is a precursor to this like welcome email thing that we're doing. They're going to be a product together later on down the line. And then finally, there's also the 7 different email breakdowns. I go through each email type in depth. But basically the layout is you get a 20-minute video every other day. You get almost every other day, 3 times a week. And then you also get the template and the breakdowns. So you also get the template and you also get like an outline ready to go. Okay, so that's valuable. Good to know. So shit like that basically is what you're going to be getting from me. And all in all, I think if you get every product through and through, you're going to be spending somewhere in the region of, I think, like $300-ish, give or take. But it's all valuable because when it goes live and I actually finish the recording and stuff, I'm repackaging it and selling it on a higher price. Or I might keep the challenge open. I'm not really sure right now. But if you guys do want to go ahead and check out more information about that, get on the mailing list, or, just the thing is, I'm still going to be doing these shows regardless, even after this challenge, because I absolutely love doing this show. I love serving. I love teaching you guys some cool stuff, and I love my fans. So, this is something that's fun for me. It helps me get out of my shell. So with that being said, guys, I am going to bring this episode to a close. I will actually say thank you for being here. And if you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, share this with people that you absolutely love, that you think would benefit from this. The more people we help, the better it'll be. And if you haven't already, please head on over to thinklikeacopywriter.com and opt in. You'll be getting emails about episodes that we do them. Usually after I've recorded them, I'll probably send an email out, or I should do them before. But I'll figure out timings. It's all very, very new and like figuring stuff out. But yeah, guys, go check it out. Speak to you real soon. Have a blessed day wherever you are. And if I'm speaking to you later, Bogdan, I know that's you. I will see you guys later. Peace out. And yeah, keep well.